Who's brought an F-16?
And why?
That is bad. I don't know. He's been here before, so I don't know.
I get lost within the sound. Keep you dancing round and round. I can be the dance machine.
There we go. Stuart's approaching.
Step to this and take my hand. Catch my eye to understand.
Finish my ice cream, you see.
In the sun. It has not yet begun.
It won't be hard to spot in that livery, Keith.
It won't be, right?
No, it shouldn't be.
That's why I chose it, yeah. There's like other ones, and I actually love them all. I have to say, I love them all, man. And the other ones I like them more than like this red thing. But as you said, like this is like it's easy to spot, so yeah, that's why I chose it. But the other one's really cool, man. Really nice stuff. Love it. Oh, by the way, I fixed a click issue in the sounds for this one. So,
A what issue?
like, there was a click.
Oh.
Somewhere right in between the sound and then like on the boundaries, start and end, they didn't fit. So I made them fit. I like them so that they actually, you know, upswing, downswing, so that like both of them, like both ends fit together. So that got rid of that click. And the other one I actually fixed in my audio editor. Got rid of that.
Can you have a look at the Aero Commander? The sound doesn't work anymore.
Really?
Yeah, Alec did an upgrade, he did a new version, and since then the sound don't work in my old version or the new version either.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah,
I've
we
got
certainly can.
because
You got nothing now, or what, Ollie?
it's just quiet. Can hear
Okay.
can hear other engines, but I can't hear this particular one.
Okay. It's a bit odd one, isn't it?
Got used to it.
Okay.
AFKB, RB.
Roger that.
RTR.
Porky as well.
I think so.
He's not in, he's in the lobby.
User left your channel.
I'm back.
He's back. Jesus Christ. Okay, everybody's dead then. Right, okay, so that's going on ignore. And I did that wrong.
User joined your channel.
User. Flash.
Porky, really?
Alright. Yeah. You'll be flying with like full flaps all the time. Almost crashing.
No flaps on a Eurofighter.
Alright guys, briefing.
User joined your channel.
Weather. will be 4 or 5 pressure. Set it up. Time noon.
Noon.
Set it to noon as well. Noon set. So we'll be flying roughly to the north, according to the flight plan. We'll actually stay pretty low. I don't think that we'll actually fly higher than 100, like 1,500 feet above the ground. So, yeah, just follow me. 140 knots, and I wish you a good flight. Any questions?
Loads probably, but nothing to do with this.
Ah, later. Alright. Watch me for the roll.
Yeah, what's the lottery numbers?
I did ask an AI program to generate the lottery numbers to see what would happen. It got them wrong. What airspeed are you shooting again? Sorry.
140 knots. I'm a bit too fast right now, so I'll slow down. 140 knots. Someone has like there's a strange bug. I hear like the startup sound of someone. I don't know who that is.
It's the P-38.
Okay. It always does like.
Yep.
All right, I see. Okay, here we go. 140 knots. Yeah, I mean, I'd say let's stay at 2,000 feet. I'm climbing to 2,000, and I'll set the autopilot to 2,000 feet. Okay, autopilot set. Climbing back to 2,000. I set the velocity control to 140 knots, and I'll control the heading manually. Got the map open. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. Alright, so you guys got time to catch up. If you want me to go slower, just tell me, and I'll try to.
But you're going to have to for the second half, aren't you?
Huh?
You're going to have to for the second half because you were
Okay.
spread. You said 110 knots for the second half.
Well, at the moment I'm actually doing 140.
Yeah, no, but the second half you clocked at 110. So
That's right, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No,
I
but
mean,
I'm-
we'll have time to actually, you know, like follow the that river. It's actually winding quite strongly, so I initially planned not to follow the river, but hey, let's have a little bit of fun. We got some time there.
I was just going to say, I'm the only one that never picked a warbird, so when you do 110 knots, I'm going to watch a lot of you face plant.
Yep. That's why we actually can go crazy a bit more. Because we need to stay in the air. Maybe for the second part I actually choose the drop as well or something like that. I don't know. You can see like, no, we don't. as you said, like warbirds can't go 110 knots very well. So, yep.
I'm struggling
Whoa.
actually to get 135 out of this.
Okay. 140 was set up. Stuart?
Yeah, it's actually I've got the throttle limiter off and I'm wide open. It's not going much better than 135.
Oh, right.
Lean
Okay,
it out,
okay,
lean
okay.
it out a little bit.
Yeah. Or maybe try it with some map setting, maybe map 1.
I'll slow it down.
Yeah, you're right. Forget what I was saying.
Yeah, leaning it out is not making any difference at this altitude.
Let me see. Let's say we're going at 135 knots, then I'll set up the autopilot for 135, slowing down. If I have to, I'll set a set of flaps. Gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Pennsylvania. It's actually quite nice reality as well, like these steep hills, like it's actually all eroded, huge eroded mountains, millions of years old, and that's all that's left of them, these nice ridge lines. It now sounds as if there's someone actually transporting a bunch of crickets. What is that? What kind of plane is that?
I have no idea.
That sounds really strange.
I don't hear it.
Okay.
I don't think my orthos are working. It's hard to tell with a tree cover.
Uh-huh. By the way, Ollie, thanks again for the nice scenery update.
Yeah, no bother. It's a bit I can do.
Nice. It's a lot. It changes a lot. Yeah, it does a lot, right? To the whole thing. So yep, that's really nice. Alright, let's fly along this ridge line on the left side here. It's really cool, like flying lower, like in this terrain. Like to the right, you can actually see like, you know, the next ridge line, and then like one after that, like in some sort of like parallax scroll effect, passing by. It's actually quite nice. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I suppose a future development is they could actually pick up the placement of the trees from the OSM maps.
You can do that right now, but that means somebody having recording the placement of every single tree in OSM.
Yeah, well, it's just on the moving map. There's all to the right hand side's all shaded in green.
Is that terrain version 3 then?
No.
Ah. Because at the moment it's still defined by shapefiles, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can actually do the OSM by trees as well.
Well, they're doing buildings, aren't they? They've always done the pylons by OSM maps.
Slight left turn, gentlemen. There we go. Want to line up for the runway. The airport that will overfly as our first waypoint.
Yeah, I've got no waffles working. I don't know why. Shame.
Alright guys, prepare for the right turn. Something around like 20 degrees to the right.
Tower view is pretty cool.
Nice. And I think we'll be climbing up to 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet, my mark.
2,000 your mark.
Mark. Climbing to 3,000 and initiating right turn.
Yeah, I just think the trees are a little bit too random, aren't they?
Yeah. I think like the current placement is still based on those shapefiles, and those shapefiles are not not like that high resolution. Right, we'll be intersecting our flight path in roughly 30 seconds, and I'll do a slight left turn. Which is deviated a little bit to the left of our course. You see that on the right side, Ollie? See those straight lines? That's the resolution of those shape files. Not very high. Slight left turn. Just to line up with the horse. Yeah, horse path. There we go. Heading of 50 degrees is desired heading. Yep.
Whoops. Did we lose you, Geet, or did you just drop way back? I think he's gone.
Yeah. You gone.
User in your channel timed out.
Yep, there we go.
He lost his internet. Shit. He's got a lock on our next destination.
I've got my GPS set, so follow the grob.
No! No!
Grob is on target.
Towards lead. I hate it when that happens. You like got this huge this flight plotted and everything's going good and it's all fun, and then all of a sudden, psh, oh, there he is.
User entered your channel.
I don't know why it's doing that actually. Yeah.
Oh,
From time to time, that internet connection is failing in between. It's a mobile phone connection actually.
See, it knows you want to have fun, so it says no.
Yeah.
It has a usage sensor. The more you need it, the more it's likely to fail. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like it's been like, you know, it's a typical setup actually, as they refuse to build like huge what is it like fiber connections into the ground. They you know, they advertised LTE connections and shit like that, like 5G, 4G connections to provide internet. It's working fine, but from time to time, depending on like how many guys are actually using the next tower, you get those problems. And for the fiber connection, I think we would need to pay something around $6,000 or something like that to actually be connected.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We were promised satellite internet a long time ago. Where is it?
It's there. It's called Starlink.
It's in Africa, isn't it? That's what they use for the distance.
And you got a really cool ping with Starlink if you actually got a good connection there. That's crazy. We'll be using that as a backup for the company actually.
Well, in the UK, I think it's in the next 3 or 4 years, all the analog phone lines are discontinued and it'll all be a fibre to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, BT in my area have been doing all sorts of things all the time, all over the place.
I'm getting rid of my landline pretty quick.
Yeah, well, they make you have one. If you have a package like TV, internet, they make you have a landline.
Really?
Well, they do in this country.
Okay.
How's everybody's frame rate? My frame rates are awesome.
30, count to 30. So, fine.
50.
38.
Ah, look at that nice valley in front of us, huh?
Where are you? I don't see you. Where are you?
On your right side, Stuart.
See the yellow smoke?
I see the yellow smoke, yeah.
It's who's right in front of that.
He's right in front of that. No, the only thing in front of the yellow smoke's the airplane.
Well, on my screen, I'm right behind you. Geet, on your screen, where am I?
Behind me.
Yeah, I mean close.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh wait, there he is. He just popped in. I get that.
Pop.
Stop popping off.
That means fart.
Ah, sorry. I thought that was a Trump.
That as well.
Man, you guys sure got a lot of words for flatulence.
Well, there's a lot of flatulence about.
Huh. Well said. Learn something every night, Flight Night. Usually about shit that don't matter, but it's always important.
You might think it don't matter, but when you venture to another country, it might be really, really, really relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, especially when you ask about a solicitor.
Yes.
Or the loo, or posh.
Yeah, we
Or-
use all them words.
Or going dogging with your dog.
Oh, God. Quit dogging it. Voodoo, that doesn't mean the same thing here it means there. Here it means
No.
if you're dogging it here, it means you're going slow. If you're dogging it over there, it means something really weird.
Isn't that?
You must do that in America, I would imagine. They put, what do you call it in America?
We call what?
People gathering in the countryside in the cars, doing stuff by the headlights.
Virginia, I don't know.
People watching the people taking part.
I don't know. I never got
There's
involved.
a word for that?
Yeah,
Well,
dogging it.
in the UK it's called dogging.
Dogging has got nothing to do with dogs.
Yeah.
Woof, woof.
Didn't take long for the conversation to degrade rapidly, did it?
Well, it's Flight Night, you know, but get this group of people together and shit gets weird. Don't know why. Oh yeah, I do. It's like sitting in a pub with a bunch of people you've known for a decade or more. Not many subjects
we-
are taboo.
Yeah. Which we literally do, right?
Yep.
No.
What?
I don't sit in pubs.
This is this is the closest thing to a pub you'll ever get to.
It was actually interesting, like looking up the latitude thing. Just a tad earlier there.
User joined your channel.
It was quite interesting to see that we actually are above Calgary.
Yeah, no wonder it's colder than shit there.
That's why it's called the Baltic, and it's its own saying it's bloody Baltic out here tonight, meaning it's fucking cold.
Hey, look!
That's
It's
why.
Alex! Well, it was Alex.
It is Alex.
There it is.
There you are. Thought you couldn't make it this week, man. Welcome, thank you.
Well, I didn't want to miss out. I'm a little bit late, but better late than never.
Especially where you're concerned. You just make it for the last 10 minutes. It's always good.
That's very kind of you to say so. Okay, I'm loading up somewhere. I don't know where I am in relation to where you guys are, but I'll find you eventually.
We are right in the middle between, or like right in the middle of the second leg. So, I think you're loading up at KRVL. Yeah. So you're in front of us, halfway down the leg.
Okay, well it'll take me some time to download this scenery by the look of it, so I'll leave it there and I'll catch up.
Being halfway down the leg is where the fun starts.
Tonight, Alex is ketchup boy.
Woohoo!
Well, let me tell you, halfway down my leg is definitely where the fun starts. It goes all the way to the top.
Try to explain to Voodoo what the American term dogging is.
Okay, well that was a fun point for me to come in at.
And we couldn't think of anything to explain what we were meaning.
He's like, well, what do they call it in America? I don't know. I've never heard or participated in anything of that nature. I was curious.
You have to conduct a study now, Voodoo. You have to go and find a secluded car park somewhere where these people meet, and just walk up to them and ask them, what do you call what you're up to, please, and see what happens.
I'm still loaded in. Hang on, I'm going to Google it.
Oh no.
You can probably get shot in this country for doing that shit.
Just like gangbanging in America is the same over here.
Look at that nice river down there.
I don't see it.
Aww.
See a river?
I see. I don't have any orthos, so it's not very obvious to me. My orthos have failed tonight, so never mind.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but still, you should still see that river thingy. That is like here.
I see a little thin blue strip.
Yep. Winding its way down into that melee. Ah.
You were saying about the latitude. The UK is on the same latitude as Moscow and somewhere in Canada. So we don't get the same sort of weather as them places do in winter.
Exactly.
Because we've got the Gulf Stream coming from Mexico. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they actually, I mean, in Moscow, they actually get like, it's even worse. It's really bad. It's extremely cold.
Very far inland.
It is.
And hot in the summer as well.
It's called continental climate.
Yeah, nearest we have to that is a place called Birmingham, which is right in the centre of the country. So that gets colder winters and hotter summers than some of the other places near the
I've
coast.
often wondered why the population of Birmingham was the way it was.
No.
It's probably all the curry they make as well. It's probably a global heating effect.
Loves me a good curry.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of towns and cities in England where they have curry miles and stuff now.
Curry nuts?
Curry miles, just a
mile of curry shops.
Oh!
Oh, curry miles. God damn it.
Ooh.
They mean it, huh?
And after you've visited that mile, you get the runs.
Absolutely.
Or explosive detonation from the rectum, yeah.
Rectum, hell, that'll probably kill him.
When you sit in the pan and you get recoil from your arse.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's why you all have that many words for flatulence again. Trumps and
Explosions.
Whoa, that P-51 is getting way too familiar with the back end of my Cessna.
This scenery is looking very nice and very effective.
Oh man, my view from right here looks really decent, man.
It is, isn't it? Like, especially with those textures, it's really nice. I mean, like, you know, the valley in front of us, right? With those bright sandy areas, like in the center, you wouldn't have that without those textures. So that's really
You're right,
nice.
you don't.
Yes, Stuart, isn't it nice?
I found it interesting that the ortho photos that Wari put up were like, I don't know, 1024 by 1024, and the ones that Mr. Ali puts up are like 4767 by blah 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 blah.
Yeah, well, there's what the program I use is the later version. It's written in a language called Julia, and it's just a command line, and you just alter the parameters. But sometimes it brings in quite large tiles, and another times without changing the parameters, it brings in tiny ones. So, but if you run it again, it still brings in the same size tile. So I would imagine it's something to do with the resolution of the stock image which the site has. Because it's flight gear, it's some weird unknown site in America where it gets them from. Whereas I think for like X-Plane, they use Bing, Google, whatever they feel like.
You can define the resolution of each tile. Yeah, but
Yeah, but I don't change the resolution, but certain flights it will bring in tiny ones, and other flights it brings in them big ones.
What effect does that have on the quality of the orthographics that we're looking at? I would think the bigger ones would have better resolution.
Yeah, if you zoom into an individual tile in the graphics program, it's just fuzzy. You know, there's no definition to anything. But as I say, I don't change that parameter. I just take whatever's on off.
But what I normally do is if it's a high speed flight and it's going to be massive, yeah, so I reduce the resolution, but it's entirely definable, and it comes from the satellite database.
Yeah.
What speed are we running, gents?
Say again?
Say again?
Target speed?
140.
No, it's not.
No, it's
We went
one.
down at 100.
135. You're right, Stuart. 135.
Stewart couldn't keep up.
Well, you see, it was originally defined as a general aviation flight, so I brought a general aviation aircraft.
Didn't you look into the forum?
Yes.
Changed it.
You said you started to allow warbirds after that, but I still brought a general aviation aircraft.
One
Never mind.
that could do 140 knots.
It's okay. It's okay.
You guys are not.
We're doing 135. Everyone's happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Hey, Alex. Tres.
Yeah.
Doing a fancy turn in the BF 108.
God, I love that airplane. It's just a little bit too squirrely on the ground. Oh, a note to the wise on that one, Alex. And I'll fix it in the FDM, but it wants to run away from you on the ground, like too much propeller momentum and too much RPM. So if you hit Shift N and when you're on the ground and taxiing and wind your propeller pitch back a little bit, it really helps.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, 5 miles out, next waypoint. Slight turn to the right, something like 20 degrees again.
Following you, sir.
So anyway, Voodoo, next time I do one, I'll do them at max resolution. It'll probably take you half a day to download them, but it can be done.
You do what you do. What you do is awesome, man. I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm just curious. I just noticed that. Well, you know, what's the difference and how does it work? Because the scenery last week that you did looked great too.
If you do them at max resolution, you can see trees, individual trees, and even small buildings, but they are massive.
Yeah, if you were doing binary for an airfield, you have the greatest resolution around the airfield and taper it off further away from the airfield.
I mean, you see, like down on the ground, right? That there's like trees everywhere, although there's fields actually. So, of course, it would be nice to actually have like, yeah, some sort of high resolution for that stuff as well. All right, we're almost there, almost at the point where we turn to the right. Couple of seconds, I got out.
Those trees are autogen, not even there in real life.
No, that's right.
Yeah, you get them on the middle of the runway as well sometimes.
Hey, can't complain because the Microsoft AutoGen trees are just as bad.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll call out the my mark.
What you do for the turn, sir?
Turning to the right.
So how does it determine where to place the trees? Is it just...
It's at the moment it's actually vector forms. It's just it's coming out of the what is it like? Is it OSM? I think it's OSM, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like land class data and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so the land class data is used for the stuff, but the OSM is where, in theory, it takes it out at the moment. So you kind of got a bit of a merge between the two at the moment. If you turn off the autogen and just use the OSM stuff, it looks better, but you still don't get the full suite because it's only where the OSM data exists, and OSM is as open source as Flightgearers.
And it needs everybody to go around and record the position of every tree.
Well, they've got some stuff that they've obviously bought, and you know, things from satellite photos and whatever it is. On the whole, it's good. It's for things like, I mean, I think buildings and for roads and railways and rivers and things, it's spot on. But I think buildings, there's still whole swathes that are missing. But you know, you can get the same in other sims, because other sims use OSM data because it's free, so why wouldn't they? But at the same time, you've got like Microsoft backed up by Bing, so it gets a few more. But you can see the OSM stuff misses out. If you have a look on OpenStreetMap, you can work out where it's going to be missing information because it's blank. But it does does a really bloody good job where it's got data.
Nice tight
And
group tonight.
Sorry, really. You can't slag OSM too much. I mean, actually, for most cases, OSM information is used for emergency services and things like that. There are some services that subscribe to special ordnance survey stuff for the UK or whatever, but a lot of services worldwide use OSM maps for response stuff.
Yep, they do.
You guys
Actually-
know all this shit.
Even at the moment, my 4x4 response group and everything, we use OSM maps for our planning responses. The search and rescue teams use OSM up till they get to the point where they're drilling down with a paper map. and you know, even some of the initial maps that first responders and things look at are generally OSM powered, just because the amount of money that the commercial providers charge and the difference in data quality is not necessarily that much. If there's coverage in OSM, it's generally accurate, whereas if there's coverage in other maps, it could be 50 years out of date.
What
Yeah,
Alex
they charge
said,
you lots of
like
money for it.
additionally to that, like on our island, for instance, if you use OSM, you actually get like data of even footpaths and stuff like that. So yeah, the quality is much higher. Can't be guaranteed though, of course. Can't be guaranteed. But just as Alex said, I mean, with that you can actually use that just to get to where you actually need to, and maybe you even get there faster that way, right?
Yeah, and the nature of it means that it's probably been updated in the past 5-10 years, whereas a lot of the mapping that people are using, you know, there might not have been a full sweep of it since
When you see
70s,
some of the
80s, 90s.
When you see some of the maps, you think it was Christopher Columbus did them.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when
Well,
they got the
them
little
are-
sea monsters out there.
Generating buildings in airports that don't exist or are shit. And it's hard to get rid of them, so I just turn it off.
Yeah, there is that issue, isn't there? Stuart's found that quite a lot on the Ibiza stuff.
Yes, it's a pain in the arse.
You have to make it official scenery, then they probably get rid of the OSM bits.
I don't think they can do that. You can create your own airport.
Oh,
You can upload it to the scenery database, yeah. But if you've got OSM turned on, it'll still overwrite it. It's shit.
Yeah, because you can define some sort of a void zone where there's like the OSM is not being used. But I think,
No, you can't.
shouldn't
No,
we be able to?
In X-Plane you can. You can define zones. You can. In X-Plane you
Yeah,
can.
that's what I'm talking about, exactly. But aren't we able to do
With
that
Flightgate.
as well?
Not in Flightgate, you can't do it.
You can't do it unless you regenerate the entire tile by yourself.
Ah,
So, yeah, you can do it, but what they do when you submit scenery for inclusion, it doesn't get the tile regenerated, it just adds it onto terracing. So if it's already been in for the OSM or the land class for that area for World Scenery 1 or World Scenery 2, whatever it's doing, then it doesn't get generated again, even if you submit scenery that's relevant for that area. So you're just basically putting it on top, because I guess the theory is that the likelihood is you're producing something new to go with it that's additional. It's not necessarily expecting you to remove stuff. So I think that's probably perhaps something that needs to be fed back. But I mean, yeah, good luck finding the right channel for that.
I have a request to help
And I-
improve, to help improve the video.
Turn it off.
Flash, could you reach up on your overhead console and turn your landing lights off, please?
You see, like for the last, what was it, like 4 years or 5 years, Echo Delta Charlie Golf on our island still got like those 2 runways that are not there in reality, and it's not being fixed.
No, well, there's yeah, until we get a proper update, yeah, nothing can do unless you can generate it yourself. I keep saying the one way that they can sort the majority of this out is put up a tool chain that allows us to generate scenery tiles ourselves. And if anyone says fucking Terra gear, I shall scream.
Thank you, mate.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
my game crashed out, by the way, if anyone knows.
Ah.
Oh, don't say that. Mine just stuttered. No, it just it's back.
I
Mine's not
had
happening.
a Windows meltdown last week. It did with them. We're collecting your data, and then every line on the screen just gradually worked its way off, and then it wouldn't restart for about 2 hours.
What?
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, last weekend both of my PCs were doing updates and stuff. I thought it got it all. It didn't like it halfway through the flight, that's why I disappeared.
I think there's some weirdness in this terrain around here someplace. I was gathering scenery earlier today and the game just went, done, you're done.
Yeah, I think I had that as well.
Which, coming out of, depending on the exact positioning at the first airport, KCBE.
Okay. Well, that's strange because I didn't have any problems at all.
No, I didn't either. I've been messing around all week, but today I was doing a finished gathering scenery and poof, you're done. No staggered, no great frame rates, everything was perfectly fine. You're done. The game just like everything went off. Blank.
Okay.
Which is highly unusual. I haven't had that very often since I went to this latest nightly build. I should probably look at updating it. There ever going to be another official build?
I think they did a release client a while back, and I don't know. Did it get published? It's 2021 point fucking whatever it is.
I think the latest one does have auto scenery in it now.
It does have auto.
Yeah.
It still doesn't have composite time. Composite is disabled in it. You can't even use it.
Yeah, the Megans and stuff, he's been regenerating that over the past few months, I think I've seen on the dev list. He's going through slowly doing it to WS3. I haven't tried it. He's been having some problems, but I saw he was doing quite a few changes to the friction. So when you land in different areas, so you get different friction based on the ground that you're hitting, which apparently we don't at the moment for most aircraft. You just get standard friction, and in some places it's not that accurate, but now hopefully it'll be more suited to things like bush flying and whatnot.
Alright guys, we're 8 miles out, the next waypoint, last waypoint before the destination, and we'll be doing a slight left turn, something like 20-25 degrees again.
I'm just going to wait at midpoint, please.
Yep.
Flyby is awesome. Nice tight group. Well done, you guys. Well done. What kind of documentation I love. Airplanes that look like flying candy in a variety of liveries. Nice looking scenery. Good flying. Good stuff.
What about the good company?
Well, that too. I mean, that goes without saying. I told these guys earlier, it's like, super thanks for coming, because right now I need all the company I can get.
Ah, well, you got us, you lucky pickle.
Aw.
No, I keep getting stutters.
It's okay, we don't mind. We're inclusive. You can stutter, it's okay.
Fuck off.
5
quite
miles
quick for
out
me.
guys, 5 miles out.
That's weird about maps and stuff and mobiles. Well, my old team leader is in Mountain Rescue Team. He's been the team leader. And asking him about compasses to get. He says, "Oh, we don't bother with them. We use his phones."
No.
Yeah, you
it's a
can't
bit
do
weird.
that anymore.
But they got one. I can't remember the name of the program, but they had the full database of all the maps. For one, it wasn't like a memory map; it was somewhat similar.
No
Yeah,
matter. No
it'll
matter.
be, it used to be, I think it's called Outdoor Active now. It was someone else.
Yeah, the predecessor of that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yes, we get that in my
View
response
Ranger,
team.
something like that.
View Ranger, yes, it doesn't exist anymore. It is now Outdoor Active, but we still get the same maps in there, and it's actually really good. It is really good because you can see the position of other people on there. You can plan routes, and it will give you various different things. It will give you like terrain profiles of everywhere you're going. It's very good. But you're right, they don't use maps at all. They do a printed out map when you get to a search and rescue thing, and you get that to put in your pocket, but you're not expected to use it.
1.5 miles out. Sorry,
Yeah.
Alex.
No matter what digital tool you got, always carry a button compass somewhere.
Well, that's what I was asking him. I thought he'd be saying, "Oh, don't use your And he says, "Oh no, we use his phones," which alright surprised me.
It's alright until your battery goes flat, or you lose your signal.
But
It's not the screen breaks.
they've been a team of half a dozen, so there'll be like a few of them to go at.
Initiating left turn, guys.
Following you, sir.
Always carry a button compass. Always.
Boy Scout.
No, just well trained.
Well, it's the same reason that the police and all the emergency services around here are going back to ham radio as the backup, because all of the radio and data services that they're using now, they're all based off cellular data, and it's like the show I was at today. It had the same problems the last 3 shows I've been to as a like exhibitor or whatever, and there's a point where the masts just run out of bandwidth and you can't use them anymore. So that's why the police and the search and rescue, it's all going back to ham radio as the backup for emergency communications in case the towers go down.
Yep, absolutely.
See, it's
I always think it's a good idea to actually carry something like that still, and even for the next years.
up here the police have got their own towers.
Yeah, but not a like major incident. The problem isn't the software, like the airwave that the police use. It will connect to the most local tower with the strongest signal, and the tower might have really strong signal, but there's too many people connected to it. The radios aren't clever enough to work out what signal they can get out if they need to use it. It's only what has the strongest signal. So that's
quantity and not quality.
yeah.
Alright guys, 1 or 2 miles and we'll be turning to the left slightly to be able to line up for final destination runway. It's 85 degrees. We'll take it from the west.
Don't you mean midpoint?
It is the midpoint, but it's a destination point of our current leg.
Ah.
Alright. Turning to the
November
left
8.
slightly. November 8, that's right. So that's it already. That's it.
Yeah, my frame rates have just gone down to 2.
Why?
I have to admit, these are the best frame rates I've had on a flight night for a while.
Yeah, mine are rocking. The video's cooler than shit.
It's not really that much detail. I mean, Pennsylvania, so. Right, 4.3 miles to the point where we will initiate our landing. So we'll be descending to 2,000 feet on my mark.
To what on your mark, sir?
2,000 feet, descend to 2,000 feet.
1,000 your mark, sir.
On my mark. Mark. Descending.
But what's my approach speed in this thing?
It likes to land a little hot, like about 110 knots.
Okay, thank you.
This is the first time you've flown that?
No, it's probably been about a year. I went through a period of flying a lot, but it's been at least a year.
What do you think of it?
Oh, I love it. I really love it, which is why I chose it tonight, because I know it flies gorgeously.
It's got some weird ground handling capability, but I'll
1 mile out.
What?
Going manual.
Height?
The airport is on our 1 o'clock position. So land your aircraft.
Airfield in sight.
Oh, tower views in the middle of the runway. That should be interesting. I have visual. Flock of seagulls.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's gone on here, but I'm still on between 1 and 2 frame rates.
That's
Strange.
It's like flying Flight Sim 98 again.
Yeah.
Nah, flight gear's not that good. Oh, there's a gust of wind as you come over the crest then.
Oops.
Saw that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, don't hide in the trees.
Wasn't the only one.
I'm going to get myself a drink.
Yeah, if you want, guys, we need backtrack anyway, so I'll get to the other end of the runway, and then we'll have our 5-minute break. Timing's good.
Voodoo, she doesn't like to stop.
She does not. That's what I told you. Wind your prop pitch back.
Yeah, that's what I needed to do in the P-38 as well. Otherwise, she won't stop. It's just too powerful. I'm leaning out the mixer a lot, then, and that helps.
User in your channel timed out.
What's that?
There's that ground friction thing we were talking about. I'm stuck.
Alright guys, 5 minutes.
No, it's not.
Lovely.
I got to restart. I couldn't get unstuck from the grass.
Ah, shit. Yeah, you do that.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You taking off from this end, Alex? Obviously, or Guy. Stand by, BRB.
Oops. Just remember to transfer the mistakes before I get into this thing. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're gonna embarrass yourself.
No. When I get out of my chair to get my drinks, obviously I have to move my sticks and go to set it up again. He just vanished again.
User joined your channel.
Sorry about that,
Yeah.
Abe.
Alex,
Yeah.
somebody has been tampering with Margaret's car.
In what way?
Letting the tires down.
While it's on the site.
Mm-hmm.
Back at comms.
Welcome back.
You should have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, no. 3 nights ago, 3 days ago, we noticed the driver's side back tyre was not completely flat, but very soft. So I thought that might have a slow puncture. So I went and blew it up at the garage, brought it back, and that was about 4 days ago. It's not lost a single pound of pressure. This morning, the other side was stone flat. So I've got
Park it somewhere a camera can see it.
I've got a portable compressor, so pumped it up this morning and tonight, not lost a pound of pressure. So there's only one other thing it can be, and it's somebody's letting the air out. If it was a slow puncture or a puncture at all, it would have lost a bit of pressure by now. And
No damage to the valves or anything, I'm sure.
no, that I can see. Even the valve caps are back on.
Who would do that?
Don't know.
Strange.
Probably somebody from the fucking council. Yeah.
Bit petty, isn't it?
Alright guys, everyone back?
All back and ready?
I'm front.
Alright. Porky?
Alex, don't forget to wind your prop pitch back up if you're gonna go.
That's N, right?
Yes.
Alright guys, watch me for the roll then.
Is it a cheese roll, bacon roll, ham roll?
Everything! Everything! All the rolls! Woohoo!
Rolling that way?
What's happening?
I don't know, you tell me. I'm trying to hold position behind you with a helicopter and you're going all over the fucking place.
Have you only got one engine running?
So we got one engine.
Are we taking off later?
Yeah, take off, take off, take off, take off.
He's using the
I don't know
taxiway.
what's happening.
Make sure your throttles are open, fueled up, brakes are off.
Pilot willing.
They're off!
Oh, get him
Pilot is
away.
willing!
Get him away.
Alright guys, is anyone, does any one of you actually have the route loaded?
I do in the helicopter, but that's not really going to help.
Yeah, that's not helping.
I've got it.
You guys, oh, very nice, okay. Go on, roughly 84 degrees, 9 miles, I'll be back. I'll be back!
It was 110 knots, by the way, guys, second half.
Is that target speed, Guy, 110?
Nope. Oh yeah, at the moment, wait a sec. Stu, you're in a helicopter.
Yes,
How
I
much
am.
can you do?
That's 150.
150. Let's do 130 knots.
Was that Wardy that had it laid in?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah,
Follow
I've got
Wardy.
it.
Follow Wardy.
Oh, right, what's Warty flying?
A P-38.
38.
P38. The yellow one.
Follow the orbit, Warty.
Target altitude again. Same thing, like 2,000 feet.
Yeah, do it at 2,000.
Right?
This is why we get cancelled.
Ooh. Ooh. I always thought it was fate and destiny screwing with me when this stuff happened, but now I realize it happens to other people.
Back in the air! Woohoo!
2,000 feet achieved.
2,000 feet, 84 degrees, 130 knots.
30 knots?
User disconnected from your
100
channel.
They're nuts.
130 knots.
Ooh, I love this urban area, man. Good looking stuff.
Who was it said they can't fly the Black Hawks?
Somebody who doesn't fly helicopters very well.
Might have been me then. No, I can do the Black Hawks.
It's pretty easy now.
It's not the easiest, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's the hardest.
Tower view is cool.
Oh, look at the river down there. That looks nice.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa!
All the hell is poof.
Well, we all love them, but they aren't the.
But you see, the Black Hawk is a two-pilot show farm. We're flying it single pilot. That's the problem.
Alright guys, line up behind me if you can. I'm slightly to your right, so expect me crossing your flight path. I'm already on the second leg of this, the second part of our flight. So I'm on
I'm doing
course.
160 knots, catching up with these.
Okie doke.
You went warp
160
speed
knots.
there.
Yes! Do that in a helicopter.
No. When I get Airwolf 3 finished, I will, but not this one. Wait, Cyber, we'll put you to the test someday.
Exactly.
Have we decided, Alex, if we're going to release Project Black to the public or not?
Yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we'll have to be careful with the license, though.
Might as well let it get some use.
True. So, Cyber, these Black Hawks that you like so much actually got us some rather interesting attention from America.
Some
And we were
professional
in-
attention.
Professional attention. We were employed by a defence contractor to do simulation training software for the SH-60s Seahawks.
They didn't give us much information, sadly, but what we did produce was apparently acceptable.
Well
Yes.
done, Mr. Smarty, Mr. and Mrs. Smarty Pants.
So So, but the contract is now ended, and we are allowed to release a public version of it. So we don't know how we're going to do it yet, but we will.
You guys are my heroes.
It's not our fault they moved to Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, they finally did then?
Yeah, but we were up against another company who had access to an actual fucking helicopter. We didn't have anything like that. We weren't allowed access to anything. we had to make it. So it wasn't really a balanced competition, but we did not badly as far as we did.
Yeah, it was an unfair competition, but we did Flight Gear a good turn, and you know, at least it was you know, being used. It was acceptable to the client.
That's the important thing right there.
I like it.
But the agreement was everything we did could be released as open source once we'd finished anyway. So we can get it out. We just need to be careful of the license that goes with it.
So it'll still be open source or no?
Some of it will, but there's certain restrictions on some parts of it that we can't release to let people tinker about with. They can have it and use it, but they can't tinker with it.
Which I think is why Microsoft Flight Simulator probably works better in their favour when they release stuff in the end. That's the problem with Flight Gear. Everyone who's got it wants to tinker anyway.
It's open source.
Yep, it is. Sort of.
Sort of.
How do they do the big open source programs like GIMP to stop people wrecking it?
Well, it's just all controlled, isn't it? So the people who are doing the actual the controlling of the project, they decide what gets merged and things like that. That's why they use things like Git version management. So anyone can have a go and anyone can submit a request. Here, look, I did this. Do you like it? And basically, someone has to review everything.
You're allowed to wreck it if you want, but you just won't go anywhere.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can wreck it. That's the thing. You can wreck it, make your own version, send it to all your friends, do what you want. But it's not going to get released as part of the main release unless it's useful and furthers the project in some way.
Yeah, Blender as well. So,
I have a request to improve the quality of the video.
Is it more lights turned up?
Cyber, if everybody's lost and you pop smoke, then they can follow you, but you're pop smoke and everybody's looking at you instead of flight leader. Stop it. Please. Thank you.
Oh, I keep getting these stupid stutters tonight.
But it's not a problem.
well, I had a Windows failure again. I had to completely reboot my machine because it was down to 1 frame rate.
I think this is a Windows issue because every time it happens, the start menu, the start bar, bottom bar, taskbar pops up, and I get the Windows blue circle loady thing, and then it goes back to Flight Gear. So I think it's a Windows thing in the background that's messing it up.
Yeah, well, this were blue. The screen was going across like a bar of blue till it eventually all disappeared. And even my mouse wasn't bloody working properly.
Run malware bytes. I had a lot of that shit going on too. It's like, why is Windows PowerShell popping up 11 times at the bottom of my in my taskbar? Weird shit.
Because there's some shit running in the PowerShell that shouldn't be running.
Right. I ran malware bytes and all that shit went away.
Yep.
Stuart, is there any advantage to buying the full-blown version of malware bytes? I mean,
Nah.
Not really. Just let them throw the throw free trials at you. Use the free trial, expires. A month later, then they do it again. Just do it that way. Right?
No, it wouldn't
It
be
would-
Flight
it would-
Night unless Rayonix popped in and they're 15.
Surprise! We haven't seen him for a while, have we? No need to ask Cyber if he likes the P-51.
This isn't a Black Hawk. This is a WS-70. This is a Westland.
Did you ever release that?
What, the Westland? Oh, aye, it's out just long ago.
Was that? Oh, good. I mean, I knew that obviously, so it's fine.
Way more powerful than a regular Black Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, I watched an old film a few weeks back from the Bell Tolls up in Scotland, and they were flying around in an old Sycamore, I think, meant to be a Navy helicopter. And it was the guy who I think it was in Taggart or something who were flying it.
There's a murder. No problem keeping up with you with this.
Very nice. Yep. I mean, that one, no. Those engines, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I can overstress the rotor system somewhat, but
We'll see about like how agile it is when we arrive at what is it, like Kilo W, Bravo W, and in front of us, like in 10 miles, we will go fully manual and like follow that windy river there. We'll see. Interested in seeing how good you actually can handle that thing there.
well, this thing is a handful. That's the thing. It's overpowered.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one of the favourite aeroplanes I saw at the air show today was Rich Goodwin Aerobatics. He's got a Pitts S2A with a massive engine in it, and he's got 2 jet engines strapped either side of the cockpit.
What?
And it just hangs in midair.
Oh God!
Okay.
Like
It's
VTOL.
the 2 little the little jet engines that they use on the rocket pack thing. And yeah, so they're only small ones. I say only small. I think they're like 350 kilo thrust each, but seeing as the whole plane only weighs about 900 kilos, so it basically adds another 3 times the power to it. It just winds them up in a climb, and it can literally just hang, just hover in midair.
Cool.
Can you say what the target speed is, please?
The target speed is 150 knots.
Thank you. Well, if you ever watch them videos of the large model radio control planes, the aerobatic ones, they can fly them about 6 inch off the runway doing that. Just hanging on the prop power torque.
They don't weigh anything, so yeah, they can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do it, and they're not that light.
These are like I don't know what scale they are, but like a massive bloody Concorde. They won't be doing that, but they're they're flying scale model Concordes, large scales, and they're like nearly half the size of a Cessna.
Nice. By the way, guys, 6 miles out, like that valley is already visible. So at 11 o'clock, basically. That's where we actually enter that valley and follow the river there. So 5 miles.
If it's
See,
true,
like in about like 10 seconds we go manual.
we're seeing the large scale that black helicopter you like, Stuart.
Oh, the big Airwolf, the one that's
Yeah.
the size of a car. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that one. That's someone with a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not cheap.
I used to do radio control planes when I was about 16, and what they do is a different league altogether. If you had a plane with a 10cc engine, you was, showing off sort of thing.
going manual. The entries to our left. Basically follow me. Of course, we'll build up speed in the descent, but level out and then we'll get slower. Let's do it.
Oh, no problem. I'm right
Right,
here.
that. Good one. Alright, following the valley.
The valley.
Down the valley.
Valley so low. Watch the wires, boys.
Yeah, wires, wires, wires.
Trees, 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 trees,
Wires,
trees.
trees. Cars. $165 knots is getting a bit choppy.
Yeah, I'm slowing down. Alright, climbing a bit. Get a good view on where it is. Over there. Alright, 30 knots.
Christ, I'm going to overrun you.
Just don't run him over.
My ASCS light is flashing because I hang on the brakes there. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bit of a wobble, Stuart.
Yeah, I tripped the AFCS because I tried to do a rapid deceleration with it. As you can do, but it saves itself by working with the AFCS on and off.
Oh, Stuart, I need to check. Is your desk still tidy?
Yeah,
Margaret was very pleased about how clean she got it the other day.
yeah.
Just checking.
Uh-huh.
Tidy and clean desk is the sign of a very sick and disturbed mind.
Actually, an untidy desk is inside an intelligent person.
Of what kind of person?
An intelligent person has an untidy desk. When Albert Einstein died, they couldn't find anything on his desk. It was that big a mess.
Amazing.
Yes, but Albert Einstein didn't have Margaret breathing down his neck.
True.
Well, how many was there for ice cream tonight?
I left early to come to the flight because it arrived literally just as I loaded in the flight gear. But Margaret says there was more tonight, even though a third of the people in there was more turned up to the ice cream run. Still behind you, Keith.
That's good.
So when one of your warbirds face plants, I can stop and pick the guy up, you know.
Yeah.
Or I can come to really
I'll
low
bet
and
you
wave at
don't.
them on the way past. That's an interesting bit of water.
It is, isn't it?
Well, I'm staying with the group in a helicopter, so
I knew you could. I don't think I could pull it off.
and I wasn't even watching, I was actually looking above me to the security cameras to see what this car's doing. I could see it. I was flying with my peripheral vision. Probably not a safe thing to do right now. It's going down low.
How low can you go?
Oh, I can touch the water anyway.
Go on then.
Going too fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're exceeding the speed limit there, Deed.
Sorry.
I've overtook. I can't see him now.
Down in the valley.
Needs
Following.
to go right and down.
Look for the red blob.
I've got him.
Good one. Yeah, especially in descents, I'm getting a little bit fast. I'm trying to play around with the mixture, not to, but 140 knots at the moment. Next waypoint is ahead of us. I think I'll stay at this mixture actually. Yeah, that's better.
Word is on, dude, like stink on chip.
Yeah, Alex wasn't past me there.
It's one or two issues with this river, isn't there?
Yeah, a couple. That's why I'm struggling from time to time. I was like, okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there.
Well, it's American scenery, so it's currently scenery 1. Oh, whoa, a minute. What's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, I think I cooked the transmission. I've lost the engine. Shit.
Oh, keep it going, Stuart. Come on, you tell us how good you are.
Yeah, I can keep it going. Engine one is out. Engine 1 is out.
Mayday! Mayday!
No, I can still fly. No way. Oh no, it's not engine 1. It's tank 1's. Tank 1's not pumping.
You run out of juice?
Shouldn't have. Tank 1 doesn't appear to be pressurised.
You've lost the fuel pump.
Yeah, I've lost the fuel pump. Shit. Oh well, never mind. Keep on going. That's what happens when you put oversized engines in an airframe. It's not designed for it. Shit, too fast. Oh! Slide underneath again.
Get that big fan out of my face.
It's a big dangerous place to be, is under gauge.
It is.
I've got a rotor warning up. I don't know why, because it seems to be within normal parameters.
Seem to be pushing everybody's buttons on that aircraft, buddy.
Right, hang on. RPM appears to be fine, it's just the warning indicators on for some reason.
I don't know where Geet is. I have lost him.
He's gone
He's
right,
over
he's
here.
gone hard right.
On the right, yeah. That was a hard turn to the right. Just look down the river. I should be there, somewhere in the center
There
of the
you
river
are.
now. Yep. Red blob.
Hard left coming up.
Yep. Are you guys doing well?
I'm alive.
We're doing well.
I'm having fun.
Righty.
What the hell kind of thing's this in the middle of the water?
Yeah.
It's all the roads out of position.
Chimney. So they actually tried building a bridge here, huh? Didn't go well.
I could just use all these trees.
Yeah.
Why is the river so a greeny colour? Shouldn't it be blue?
Not always.
Not always.
Blue is such a stereotypical colour for water, you know.
But if it was a river in England, it'd be brown.
Yeah, brown. I mean, the beach, the seashores down here, depending on what kind of day it is, can be anything from brown to grey to blue to green.
Right, hard left turn coming up, guys.
Following you.
Oh, this is nearly a 180 then.
Easy.
Staying on the left side now. Making sure. Yes, I'm climbing just a tad.
Should have brought the 108.
I'm just waiting
Oh, I
for
don't
the
know,
15.
Voodoo. It's bloody hard work keeping the speed.
I'm waiting for the 15 to pancake.
My Ionics is working hard not to fall out of the sky.
My rotor RPM warning has cleared.
Well done.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Could be a wilder warning light up to the wrong thing, like, but never mind.
Did you add some of that human emergency juice?
I was playing with the settings to see what was causing it. Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
That didn't sound good.
No, not the collective when I was leaning forward.
There's always a drama with Stuart, isn't there?
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Bridge?
Half a bridge, half a bridge.
Yeah, why should there be half a bridge going halfway across and stopping?
It's a state line, you see, the other state didn't pay for the other half of the bridge, mate. Right, stop trying to drink when I'm flying helicopters.
I can't fly helicopters unless I am drinking.
How do you fly the helicopter with just a mouse?
Badly?
Not always. Sometimes I do alright.
I think it's actually easier.
It's
But
because you're used to it.
do you need to have two mice?
Nope.
You just got to have fast fingers.
Well, you got a keyboard too. Don't forget that.
It's easier because the mouse does not centralize itself. So you can leave it where it is.
Yep, you can take the hand off the mouse and the aircraft continues to go in the direction it's going.
For a while.
For a while, but that's true of anything. Biggest problem that I have flying a chopper with a mouse is tail rotor.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
You can set out the keyboard keys.
Yep. Is it left? Because it left mouse click? Left mouse click. Chopper for
It's a comma and a dot.
going fast enough to pull that off.
Bridge.
Half
Quarters bridge. You got a bigger budget in this area.
According to the map, the place just up ahead is called Asylum, which is definitely where we belong.
25 feet off the water at 150 knots in a chopper. Yay. You got to watch the water because it's not flat. Big pointy thing. Behind the treetops.
And the tree bottoms.
Grasberg.
And for Flightnight, the river ended again. And there he goes again. Out of nothing. Ooh. Out of nowhere. Alright everyone, we're almost there. We're coming from the southwest, so at one point we'll climb a bit and it's just like line up with the runway. So follow me then.
Who needs a runway?
Mm-hmm.
Who needs a runway?
Me.
That is right. Don't, Stuart. Right, climbing. Tap.
Oh, master caution flashed on there.
The airport is on our left. Turning left. Alright, I just decided to go in from the north. We're actually well positioned. Alright guys, we fly basically to where the river is in front of us, the next bend, and we turn left. We should be lined up with the runway. Slow down, extend your gears already, so we're almost there.
See you on the ground.
See
Is that the runway there? Is that the runway right there?
Yeah. Alright, left turn. Oops, I overshot slightly. There it is. Overshot a bit. Setting the mixture. I need to slow down. Here we go. Lined up. Big tree in front of the runway.
Fucking fly loose landing in front of my screen here.
Stuart's going in hot.
I'm not.
Oh, now you know. Getting in my fucking way, bloody helicopters.
I'm going off to the sides.
Yeah, go on off to the side.
There's that center taxiway. Let's meet up there.
That commander's coming in steep. Oh, bounce and bang and bounce and bang. Who's in the commander?
Just gonna park up on the grass here, Bubba.
Yeah. My position. Red blob. Engine off. Come on, Stuart, come on.
I'm taking my time. I don't know if there's any aircraft down there. I don't want to be causing an incident, you know?
You're having too much fun.
Well,
You got Cyber is off to the left there, still playing. Everyone else is down, I think.
Yep. Eyes on Cyber.
Porky is 50 miles away.
You didn't get the memo.
Careful, Warty, careful.
Close enough, that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do, pig.
All right, gents. Thank you. It was a blast flying with you guys.
No, thank you.
Thank
Putting
you.
it together was fabulous.
Who's good next week?
I got next week, I think, haven't I?
Alright, okay. Next week, then.
Well, you guys are fantastic. Mwah.
Mwah.
Ah, God, I feel almost normal right now. Right, of course I'm full of alcohol, but...
Go on, Cyber. Carefully left.
Whoa! That's a little fast. That's a lot fast.
Slow her down in that turn.
Oh, no,
Use
don't
your turn.
slow down in the turn, no.
Well, basically, if you know what you're doing.
Use the turn to bleed speed. He's going way fast.
Yeah.
Approach from right on it.
Do not let drag wind, of course. That's a tad too high.
That's quite high. It's high and steep. High, steep and slow. That's less steep. Oh, he's got this.
Woohoo!
Little flare,
Nice
little
one.
flare, little flare, little flare. There you go, there you go, there you go. Brake, 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 tappy brake, tappy brake, tap, tap, tap. Hit the brakes, put your tail down.
Oh. Oh.
No, you got this. You got this.
There you go.
No.
Beautiful.
No. It's going to become one with
Mind
the
the
trees.
trees. That, yes.
Long grass, slow them down.
See? Nice one.
There we go.
There we go.
Done. Yeah, baby. You can hit L and unlock your tail lock, hit your left brake, raise your flaps. She'll spin or give it some juice and she'll spin.
Yes, Cyber. No pressure at all.
There you go. Get your flaps up so they get damaged. Clever boy.
Well, I enjoyed that more than the Black Hawk than I did with the Grob.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Rob, Rob couldn't keep up, could it?
No. An overpowered Black Hawk's the way to do it.
See, that's my problem with Warbirds is I always want to open the canopy when I'm on final. Get that air blown through my face.
Yup. That's the way.
Take them off and set them down with the canopy open, man.
I think Spitfire's next week. That'll be fun.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, Alex,
Yes, Stuart.
Mark 13?
Yeah, the animations are hooked.
Yeah.
What?
The animations are broken.
On.
The Mark 13 Spitfire in the dev hangar.
Oh.
Very nice looking aircraft. Very broken looking animations. Depending on how the week goes, I may get time to look at it, may not.
Oh, it's an F-15. I'm like, what is that airplane? So Rayonix is back to attending the flight nights, but he won't bring his own airplane. Okay.
Well, at least we provide somewhere nice for people to join.
Very good. Look at this. It's just the hour of 8 o'clock, so I'm going to kill the video.
Yeah, sure.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, sorry.